aid generosity, and working together, because the really hard problems like not having big pandemics or solving climate change or not having big wars, those are all things that require countries to work together. There really are no super big problems that don't require countries to work together.
And interestingly enough, in the latest goalkeeper report with this, you do a great job of being very transparent about the wins and the challenges. You are making a pretty bold. It's very, very clear that you want people to know that the global poverty deceleration is stalling out and could actually reverse. Can you talk just a little bit about what are you trying to get out there beyond the obvious of just facts, and why was that the headline?
Yeah, so the development in the world, it starts with the West, sort of Europe, U.S., then post-war, Japan comes into that. And you have by say 1960, a very bimodal world. You have rich countries and poor countries, and you have no middle-income countries. Well, very few. Then, as we progress, what happens is the vast majority of the world's population moves into middle-income status. Brazil, Mexico, China, India, most notably. They represent 37% of the world between them, and so poor countries become an exception, and rich countries are less than 20%. And so one of the measures used in that game is the extreme poverty measure, $1.90 per day, which is a World Bank thing. And so by that measure, we had 36% in 1990, and now we have 9%. That 9% is increasingly in one continent, increasingly in Africa. And on current trends, by 2050, 90% of the extreme poor will be in Africa. And the population dynamics are such that Asia has almost no more population growth. It has a little bit left because people are living longer. But China's shrinking, India's tailing off in a big way. None of the big countries are high population growth. You still have Afghanistan and Yemen, but that's not big numbers. So the number of babies in the world goes down a tiny bit every year of the century, but its mix goes from being 25% in Africa to 50% in Africa. And so Africa goes from 1 billion people to 4 billion people. So when we get to 11 billion, we're at 7 now, most of the increment is in Africa. The rest is the aging Asians living longer, that they go from 4 to 5 billion. Anyway, so Africa is hard. The quality of governance, the disease burden, the infrastructure.
He's going to kill Africa.
We say, look, that's great, we got to 9%, but we could stay at 9% for the next 30 years unless we do a lot of really good investments in health and education and governance in Africa.
Why are you going Bill Gates?
One country in Africa,
how do you think you know everything? Fuck
is headed to be the third largest country in the world, 800 million by the end of the century. So actually China will have shrunk by then. But anyway, so they have India, China, and Nigeria will be about the same size. And Nigeria's not very big, and so it's daunting. And anybody who's spent time in the tougher African countries, that will test this
Bill Gates in the ghetto.
That we'll be able to continue the mind-blowing improvement that we've had. Even in Africa, literacy's gone from 20% to 75%. Lifetimes are much longer. But until you get a certain quality of governance, then you can't get roads, you can't get electricity, you can't get schools, you can't get basic health care. And so their governance right now in many areas is below that threshold. So we like to give good news, but we like to really be honest about this mix shift challenge that we're faced with.
Well, it's time for me to stop hogging the mic, and if you'd like to ask a question, we have 2 mics, one here and one there, and we'll alternate. Hey.
Somebody asked them.
Why are Marsha. How are you?
Good. Should I start?
Yes, please.
Okay,
And if
great.
you don't mind introducing yourself.
Hi, I'm Varsha Rao. I'm the COO of Clover Health.
Somebody
and I'm
asked
a
them.
friend of
Marsha,
Village Global.
how are
Thanks
you?
for
Oh, why am I
being
hear
here.
myself?
Good. Should I start?
Yes,
I
please.
think
And if
great
you don't
guys.
mind introducing yourself.
What is Bill? What is
Hi,
the
I'm
most
Varsha Rao. I'm the
impactful,
COO of
specific,
Damn.
unsolved problem that could be solved in your mind with technology that you'd like to see someone take on?
Well, this idea of reading in general, if you can do that, then you can create an agent that helps a student like a one-on-one tutor would. There's nothing that matches a great one-on-one tutor teaching somebody. That's always the gold standard that all other teaching methodologies are compared to. And the misconceptions people have in math, if you really truly understand math, you can see those misconceptions and help people work through problems that get them very used to the manipulations and the visualization. So I'd say there are some learning tutor things that I would love to see done. I'd love to see the foundation's biggest quest, the one that people everybody knows working on an HIV vaccine, but the biggest one that people don't really appreciate is that 40% of kids in poor countries, their body and brain never develops. That is, during their early years, the disease and nutrition characteristics are such that they have an IQ less than 80. And so what goes on there that has to do with the microbiome and inflammation of the stomach, if we can intervene in that, and it's not a macronutrition thing, there's gross amount good food, their
You're
twin
gross.
is doing well. If we can solve the nutrition thing, that's very gigantic in terms of unlocking human potential.
Thank you.
Why does he think he's like...
Hello, Bill. I'm Eyal Amir from AI Incube. You talked about AI being one of the biggest promises of software, and
Basically, we're starting to figure out who they all are. Starting to figure out who they all are. Let's see. I gotta write down some shit, so... Let's go. Where was I? Let's go over here. Alright, just do it this way. This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here. I hit the button too many times. This motherfucker right here. Alright. Whoa, we have to rewatch this. If I can get it. Where was that? Damn, it's loud. Sorry. Fuck. Where'd it go?
Warning. I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot.
It does look like a man. Still on the gates. I'm gonna light this joint up.
And I say fuck a lot. But I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too.
Okay, I'm writing stuff down as we go.
Your discretion advised.
Jeffrey Epstein may be dead, but this story isn't. A shocking new report from the New York Times sheds light on the connection between Microsoft founder Bill Gates and the late Jeffrey Epstein. After Gates' name came up in connection with Epstein and MIT Media Lab, Gates gave a statement to the Wall Street Journal where he insisted he did not have any business relationship or friendship with Epstein. But new reporting from the New York Times outlines numerous meetings between Gates and Epstein and a conversation with Bill and Melinda Gates' foundation, a connection between their foundation and JP Morgan to set up a charitable fund that would financially benefit Epstein. You know what I want to know? Why? Joining me now, one of the New York Times reporters from this story, James B. Stewart. Gates says, no relationship, nada, nothing. You report these two men met at least 6 times. What does Gates say about that?
Well, I believe there were more, and he and his spokespeople would not say how many in total they actually met. But this included visits to the mansion, seeing each other in Seattle, flying on Epstein's plane, when we all know Bill Gates has his own $40 million plane. And then, as an investigative reporter, why would Gates say, oh, I had no relationship with him, when, of course, he knows what the facts are? So that always sets off red flags for me.
He also has one of the largest, most established foundations on his own.
Yes.
Why would they ever set up a charitable trust benefiting Jeffrey Epstein?
Well,
what's the explanation?
not only does he have the world's largest charitable foundation, but one of their primary missions is to help young women in underprivileged countries. Jeffrey Epstein was preying on young women from Eastern Europe, from South Africa, luring them into his web. And it's the antithesis of what the Gates Foundation stands for. And by the way, there were Gates Foundation employees who were horrified when they realized what Jeffrey Epstein had done and was saying, we don't want to have anything to do with this, and yet the project went on.
From the New York Times, Bill Gates met with Jeffrey Epstein many times despite his past. At Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan mansion in 2011, from left, James E. Saley, at the time a senior J.P. Morgan executive, former Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers, Mr. Epstein, Bill Gates, Microsoft's co-founder, and Boris Nikolic, who was the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's science advisor. October 12th, 2019. Jeffrey Epstein managed to lure an astonishing array of rich, powerful, and famous men into his orbit. They were billionaires, Leslie Wexner and Leon Black, politicians, Bill Clinton and Bill Richardson, Nobel laureates, Murray Gell-Mann and Frank Wilczek, and even royals, Prince Andrew. Few, though, compared in prestige and power to the world's second richest person, a brilliant and intensely private luminary, Bill Gates. And unlike many others, Mr. Gates started the relationship after Mr. Epstein was convicted of sex crimes. Mr. Gates, the Microsoft co-founder, whose $100 billion plus fortune has endowed the world's largest charitable organization, has done his best to minimize his connections to Epstein. Quote, I didn't have any business relationship or friendship with him, he told the Wall Street Journal last month. In fact, beginning in 2011, Gates met with Epstein on numerous occasions, including at least 3 times at Epstein's Manhattan townhouse, and at least once staying late into the night. According to interviewers with more than a dozen people familiar with the relationship, as well as documents reviewed by the New York Times, employees of the Gates Foundation also paid multiple visits to Epstein's mansion, and Epstein spoke with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and J.P. Morgan Chase about a proposed multi-million-dollar charitable fund, an arrangement that had the potential to generate enormous fees for Mr. Epstein. Quote, his lifestyle is very different and kind of intriguing, although it would not work for me, Mr. Gates emailed colleagues in 2011 after his first get-together with Epstein. Brigitte Arnold, a spokeswoman for Gates, said he, quote, was referring only to the unique decor of the Epstein residence, and Epstein's habit of spontaneously bringing acquaintances in to meet Mr. Gates. It was in no way meant to convey a sense of interest or approval, she said. I'm not sure if lifestyle means artwork and decor and strange habits. Maybe. Over and over, Mr. Epstein managed to cultivate close relationships with some of the world's most powerful men. He lured them in with the whiff of money and the proximity to other powerful, famous, or wealthy people. So much so that many looked past his reputation for sexual misconduct. And the more people he drew into his circle, the easier it was for him to attract others. And Melanie Walker, who had known Mr. Epstein since 1992, joined the Gates Foundation as a senior program officer in 2006. 2 members of Gates' inner circle, Boris Nikolic and Melanie Walker, were close to Mr. Epstein and at times functioned as intermediaries between the 2 men. Miss Walker met Mr. Epstein in 1992, 6 months after graduating from the University of Texas. Epstein, who was an advisor to Mr. Wexner, the owner of Victoria's Secret, told Miss Walker that he could land her an audition for a modeling job there, according to Miss Walker. She later moved to New York and stayed in a Manhattan apartment building that Epstein owned. After she graduated from medical school, she said, Epstein hired her as a science advisor in 1998. Ms. Walker later met Steven Sinofsky, a senior executive at Microsoft, who became president of its Windows division and moved to Seattle to be with him. In 2006, she joined the Gates Foundation with the title of Senior Program Officer. At the foundation, Ms. Walker met and befriended Mr. Nikolic, a native of what is now Croatia and former fellow at Harvard Medical School, who was the foundation's science advisor. Nikolic and Gates frequently traveled and socialized together. Ms. Walker, who had remained in close touch with Mr. Epstein, introduced him to Mr. Nikolic, and the men became friendly. Epstein and Gates first met face-to-face on the evening of January 31st, 2011 at Epstein's townhouse. They were joined by Dr. Eva Anderson Dubin, a former Miss Sweden, whom Mr. Epstein had once dated, and her 15-year-old daughter. Dr. Anderson Dubin's husband, the hedge fund billionaire Glenn Dubin, was a friend and business associate of Epstein's. The Dubins declined to comment. The gathering started at 8 and lasted several hours, according to Miss Arnold, Mr. Gates' spokeswoman. Mr. Gates praised Epstein's charm and intelligence. Emailing colleagues the next day, he said, quote, "A very attractive Swedish woman and her daughter dropped by, and I ended up staying there quite late. Wonder what that could mean." Gates and Epstein saw each other again at a TED conference in Long Beach. Attendees spotted the two men engaged in private conversation. Later that spring, on May 3rd, 2011, Gates again visited Mr. Epstein at his New York mansion, according to the emails about the meeting and a photograph reviewed by the Times. The photo, taken in Epstein's marble-clad entrance hall, shows a beaming Mr. Epstein, flanked by luminaries. On his right, James E. Staley, at the time a senior J.P. Morgan executive, and former Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers. On his left, Mr. Nikolic and Mr. Gates, smiling and wearing gray slacks and a navy sweater. Around that time, the Gates Foundation and J.P. Morgan were teaming up to create the Global Health Investment Fund. Its goal was to provide, quote, individual and institutional investors the opportunity to finance late-stage global health technologies that have the potential to save millions of lives in low-income countries. Some of the Gates Foundation employees said they had been unaware of Mr. Epstein's criminal record and had been shocked to learn that the foundation was working with a sex offender. They worried it could seriously damage the foundation's reputation. In early 2012, another Gates Foundation team met Epstein at his mansion. He claimed that he had access to trillions of dollars of his clients' money that he could put in a proposed charitable fund, a figure so preposterous that it left his visitors doubting Mr. Epstein's credibility. March 2013, Gates flew on Epstein's Gulfstream plane from Teterboro, New Jersey to Palm Beach, Florida, according to Flight Manifest. Miss Arnold said Mr. Gates, who has his own $40 million jet, hadn't been aware it was Mr. Epstein's plane. Yeah, right. 6 months later, Mr. Nikolic and Mr. Gates were in New York for a meeting related to Schrödinger, a pharmaceutical software company in which Mr. Gates had a large investment. On that trip, Epstein and Gates met for dinner and discussed the Gates Foundation and philanthropy, Miss Arnold said. October 2014, Gates donated $2 million to MIT's Media Lab. University officials described the gift in internal emails as having been directed by Mr. Epstein. At least two senior Gates Foundation officials maintained contacts with Epstein until late 2017, according to former Foundation employees. And of course, they all say they regret meeting Mr. Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein entertained Bill and Melinda Gates, Steve Bannon, Prince Andrew, at his Paris apartment, claims Butler, who was told by his state to move into the pied-à-terre days before probe. I don't know what the fuck a pied-à-terre is, but okay. The man who spent the past 18 years working as Epstein's butler at his $8 million Paris apartment is speaking about his boss's famous friends. Gabriel said that Prince Andrew, former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, and Steve Bannon were also guests at the residence. A source close to Bannon said it never happened, despite Gabriel claiming he drove the man around the city just last fall. Gabriel said Bill and Melinda Gates had visited, and while the rep did not respond to a request comment, the couple has denied any personal ties in the past. I'm sure all these people were just meeting up, talking about ways to save the world.
First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Wait a minute. Lower the population? And there's this from the Daily Mail. Engineer employed at Bill Gates' mansion traded 6,000 child porn images using Gmail account. Published January 1st, 2015.
They found out that the man actually worked for the Bill and Melinda Gates mansion on the grounds of their sprawling 66,000 square foot estate, and that's where they found him and questioned him last March. The estate is behind us right on the lakefront here, but this is a few blocks away and it's as close as their security will allow us to get. But according to King County prosecutors, 51-year-old Rick Allen Jones was questioned by detectives about images of child porn and even child rape that were sent from Jones's home computer. Now, none of this alleged crime actually happened at the Gates mansion, but it was here that Rick Allen Jones admitted to detectives he collected child porn for about 10 years, sending images through his Gmail account. Now, while Jones was talking to detectives at the Gates estate, 3 more SPD detectives had a search warrant to search Jones's Ballard apartment. There, they say they found more than 6,000 images of graphic child porn and rape, 133 of which were children identified by police. We tried Jones's apartment for comment. We got no response. We also reached out to Bill and Melinda Gates' foundation, and we did not hear back. So, in fact, we do not know if he's been fired by the Gates' family.
Cops allegedly found more than 6,000 images of child porn at the home of Jones in the Ballard neighborhood of Seattle. The 51-year-old was employed as an engineer at the home of Bill Gates. Among the horrific images were photographs showing the rape of a boy around the age of 10 and the rape of a girl around the same age. None of the alleged crimes took place at the Gates home. The Microsoft founder has not released a statement on the allegations against Jones. It's not clear if he's still employed at the mansion. Jones has not been jailed but was ordered to stay away from children. According to reports, he's due to appear in court in the coming days. And from Como News, June 24th, 2015, a Seattle man previously employed as an engineer at Bill and Melinda Gates' home, who was caught with a 6,000 image child pornography collection, won't see prison time for that offense. Charged in late December, Rick Allen Jones admitted he'd been collecting child rape videos and photos for a decade before police intervened. Jones quietly pleaded guilty to related charges on Friday and was sentenced to 90 days in King County Jail, as well as 2 years probation. Jones is now required to register as a sex offender and to stay away from children unless certain conditions are met. Pleading guilty, Jones admitted to possessing child pornography showing the sexual abuse of a boy. He also admitted to failing to report the child pornography. Jones, 52, was first contacted by police at the Microsoft founder's estate while working for the billionaire couple in March 2014. Jones drew investigators' attention in late 2013 after sharing a suspicious photo through Google's email service. The photo captured sexual exploitation of 2 preteen boys. Investigators tracked the image to Jones's Ballard apartment, which they searched on March 20th, 2014. Jones was not there at the time, but investigators learned he was likely working at the Gates Medina home. 2 detectives drove to the sprawling lakefront estate and met Jones in the estate security office, according to charging papers. They then interviewed him in a parked SUV. Jones initially claimed he shared child pornography online just once, but then admitted he'd been collecting it for years. Jones said he had been collecting child pornography for about 10 years now and has had an interest in young boys since he himself was a teenager, a Seattle Police Department detective told the court. Detectives have since reviewed electronics seized from Jones' apartment They claim to have found 6,495 images known to law enforcement to be child pornography, including 133 in which the children abused on camera have been identified by police. Among the images were photos showing the anal rape of an 8 to 10-year-old boy and the rape of an 8 to 10-year-old girl. The charges to which Jones pleaded guilty, child pornography possession, a felony, and failing to report child pornography, a misdemeanor, would ordinarily have meant a 3 to 9 month jail term. Prosecutors agreed to recommend a slightly shorter jail term, in part because Jones was the caretaker for his ailing mother. Jones was judged to be a low-risk offender following a psychiatric evaluation. Jones is expected to report to King County Jail on July 10th. He had not previously been jailed in the matter. Well, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Not to waste too much time, but I've looked around. I can't find a picture of this guy, and I can't find him on a sex registry. Even though he denies it, Bill Gates was a business associate of Jeffrey Epstein's, and the engineer for his house was arrested for child pornography. This may not prove anything, but birds of a feather. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Fucking stoned.
Weird, because I just ended that last video that way.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I was. Well, I did end it that way because it was in the article. They said birds of a feather. All right, I'm too high for this now. I can't take it. I wrote down some shit. I wrote down Bill Gates and Rick Allen Jones. But this is the fucking this is the shit, man. This is the people. Woo, woo, woo. Man, that motherfucker wants to fucking implant this and shit. I hope we did. I'm like, they're not chipping me. I'll kick Bill Gates right in the fucking dick if he has one. You know? I'll kick his wife in her dick too. She probably she looks like she has one. I don't know. I don't want to assume. If I did, I would say that's probably a guy. Look, I wrote on paper. Can't see it. Look at that. I don't know if I can read it, but I know that I lowered because it was hurting my hand. Because I don't write no more. Because, internet. So I feel like a waitress or something. I switched it to Gates. Where is it? G8S, sorry. And then Egg stain just for egg. So there you go. Man, these books too, I'm telling you. All these fucking books. Why does it smell like someone's burning in here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see no smoke. Motherfucker lied. I didn't mean to spit at you. I'm eating salad. Motherfucker lied. Your surname's Gates. Doesn't mean you're related. I think it would actually be a cool name. He just gives it a bad name. Remember that movie The Gate with Stephen Dorff? Yeah. Don't let one dude ruin your name. My friend's stage name is Early Gates. I tried to look at that map. My brain couldn't get it, couldn't comprehend it. I was like, okay, I see a lot of shit here, but it's like, whoa, I don't get it. My brain doesn't really work in I can read maps, I can navigate, but I did look at it. It looked impressive but confusing. Ooh. Man, I didn't want to ruin this notebook. Where's she at? I'm really high because I smoked a lot of weed. We went to the beach before it got dark, before they closed the state park, and the wind was too bad, so couldn't even hang out for a minute. And then I finished my video. Oh, that was a fucked up video I just made. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up, man. Then he was friends with Epstein too. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? I haven't seen anything for like 4 days because I've been working on, well, probably 3 days because I've been mostly working on a video. So I can't I miss everything, fucking everything. And work and shit. That was fucked up. Yeah, and then the fact that he like worked with Epstein. Damn. And then he trying to fucking like frame his wife with Epstein. Damn. It's a crazy world. What are the odds? Another sick rich guy. Is that what money does to you? I don't know. No, not sharing. Not sharing. Oh, is it sharing? I don't fucking know, man. And I've been listening to a book, so. So that's been taking my time too, but it's pretty good. Pretty good so far. Yeah, they do all fucking hang around. They all go to islands too. I mean, this wasn't a private island, but it's an ugly island. Something I cut out of the other video because it was pointless and I didn't know where to put it. This guy, this fucking, incest motherfucker, father or whatever. I guess daughter fucker would be the right thing. When he got out of college, him and his friends were trying to, they had a plan to take an old World War II a warboat, I don't know what the fuck you call it, but like a World War II ship, and sink it 220 miles off the coast of California. And they were going to pile up concrete and other like clay and trash on top and make their own island out of the sunken fucking warship. 220 miles out in the ocean. How deep is that? I feel like it's never ending. How deep is that? Like 220 miles out. You have to put a lot of shit because they want their own island out of jurisdiction for some kind of fishing thing. I mean, I don't know why you would need to do that for fish, but. I wonder. Because I was like, I could picture like 2-3 miles, like 220 miles, all the way the fuck out there. Fucking Megalodon get you there, you know? Does he have an island? All these motherfuckers got islands. But can we have the islands? Gilligan's Island, but with like, I don't know. I always think it would be fun to be stranded on an island, you know, because you could do like, make your own like house out of stuff. Daring floor depths. Weird. I'm wondering how deep could that be? Can I figure this out? How deep is the ocean? I mean, who has an island? Well, no, the fucking weird thing though is Swiss Family Robinson, yes. I would build something like that. But yeah, he tried to make his own island, and then he lived on a man-made island. Man-made island. How deep is the ocean? 220. I know it's gonna be various. I just want a rough estimate. I mean, he's got to be about to hit fucking Hawaii or something by that point, right? Oh, it's only like 54 feet? That's it? Oh, it's degrees. That's degrees. Never mind. No. How's it no? Ocean currents. That's not what I want. Why is it telling me degrees? I don't think I can figure out this right now. It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. It's like a fucking... That wouldn't be a very good big island though, would it? It wouldn't be that good, would it? It wouldn't be that big if it was just like a warship. I mean, yeah, I could picture the ship being big, but according to as big as an island, it's a little fucking tiny island. Oh man, I don't have to work in the morning. That's crazy. I've been so tired in the morning. I really want to know how deep the ocean is. So I know it varies. I just want to know, like, somewhere in that variance. I mean, are we talking like feet or are we talking miles? Is he trying to build a thing, you know? I'm wondering. Would it only be like 100 feet down that deep, that far out in the ocean? Or it could be anything. Saying it could be anything? It's dinner time? It's like almost midnight. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. I guess everything is constant depth. So that makes sense. It's gonna be like mountains and stuff. Oh, yeah. I think I deleted Google Earth because it freezes my shit up every time I use it. I think I deleted it. I got Google Girth. That just tells you the girth, so it might not help. We need the depth. Depth, not girth. I do got it, but it'll freeze my shit up, I bet you. Try to do it. Alright. The average is two. It wouldn't be that. I don't think it would be that deep. That'd be a lot of building. And I'd be scared shitless out in the middle of nowhere. Man, I'm like freaking, like I'm starting to get like freaked out thinking about it. Because you're in the middle of the ocean. How are you gonna get all that shit there? So you're gonna sink a ship, then what? It's mind boggling. Yeah, it is. But you know, this is like something they could do to get out of like jurisdictions and shit. Start their own, like, you know, I can conceive they start their own like fucking countries out in the middle of the ocean by doing shit like this. You know? I'll start a fucking floating island on like a dead whale. It's laying on the top of the thing. Hello.
It's a lot.
I would be scared shitless though, like a fucking hurt. Are there hurricanes out west? Yeah. It would be, yeah, it would be. International waters. I don't fucking know. Them pirates come get you, right? Pirates out there still from, like, they dress like, I don't think pirates, are there still pirates? I think there are, but they don't dress like pirates. They just dress like, I don't know. I can't picture what they dress like. I'm wondering. Yeah. They're just like beggars. Yeah, maritime law. It's confusing. It's kind of confusing, that whole topic, yeah. They make it that way on purpose, yeah. And the whole straw man thing. The Kraken, yeah, and the Megalodon. And even Jaws. He could be out there for all I fucking know. Or like a giant squid. Nasty. I don't know what's out there. It could be anything. Cause shit, they find new stuff in the ocean all the time. Usually deeper, but shit, what do I know? There could be like all kinds of monsters out there. If I was a pirate, even now, I would dress like a pirate from like, you know, whatever they were around. When was that, like fucking 1600s or something? Yeah. Like, no, we gotta dress like pirates, man. What are you guys doing? You're fucking it up. Or you could change it up and nobody would know. You could change it. You could dress like Indians and just tell them that's how pirates dressed or something, you know? Actually, in Swiss Family Robinson, they were like Asian pirates. They still kind of dress kind of pirate-like, though. Yeah. Asian pirates. Maybe they weren't Asian. I don't know. I don't know fucking terms or anything, so. Future pirate. I think the Mariana Stench would be a good band name. Well, when I drank, that's what I drank was rum. Oh, did they find something? Wasn't that a Dan Brown book? Under Antarctic? Or I think I saw something. They're almost like humanoid, but like big or something, floating around somewhere down there, and they eat people. I don't know, man. I think I heard something like that. Mariana Stench. I said, what is that? Is that what? Okay, yeah. Ugh. Shit, man. Huh? They show porn on City Hall? That's what I'm talking about. You saw that? Shit, who was whacking off at City Council? I want to see. I want to know what kind of porn they were watching. Deepest Trench. Oh, we would drink Admiral Nelson because it was cheap. Cheaper. Definitely cheaper. Man, I can't believe I got that video done. I didn't think I was gonna get it done today. Oh shit, it wore me out too. I was about to fall asleep a minute ago. Well, you know, dude, I can't say that it's like fake or anything, but like she gets mad at me when I say it could be fake. You know, I'm like, you have to consider the possibility. Or I mean, like because it is a thing. Like that's a thing already. It's like a flu type thing, right? So not that it's fake, but the hype is fake, I guess. And it's being used as an excuse, you know? Okay, huh, Jamie and Coke? What about it? Not in a long time. Oh, like drinking it, yeah, and storing it, fuck it. Yeah, I know. It's always good to prepare. Franken does. But I just, you look at the numbers and like people are just freaking out. And that's what they want. Order out of chaos, right? They want people freaking out. And buying all toilet paper and looking like asses so they can. Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. Even people at work think this, Yeah. Like I'm not like afraid. I'm not like worried about a virus at all. I'm worried about a reaction. That plays right into the fucking laid out agenda that we've all known about for years. But the fork in the road. Well, we're about to find out what's gonna happen pretty soon. That's did you think it was gonna happen this soon? It doesn't feel like it, but nope. They got a little stuck there. Yeah. I don't pay attention. It is freaky. Yeah. And then you see, like, I was just looking at these fucking articles from pretty recent, Oh, whoa. Got his head. What was this? No, it's over here. From MIT. Which, Bill Gates was giving money through Epstein. What is that? My dog's out here? Yeah, they're out here. This is just in December 18th. MIT engineers had developed a way to store medical information under the skin using a quantum dot dye that is delivered along with a vaccine by a microneedle patch. The dye, which is invisible to the naked eye, can be read later using a specially adapted smartphone. So, yes, under the skin. And the research was funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Koch Institute. Blah, 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 from that, And we know that Bill Gates was giving MIT, giving Epstein money or directing his money through Epstein to MIT. And all the shit Epstein was involved in, and Trilateral Commission, Council on Foreign Relations. Fuck, man. We had to thank people like fucking Bill Cooper and others that have been warning us, because it's happening, We have been waiting our whole life for this fight, and luckily we've had people warning us for years, but it's crazy to see it start to play out. And I'm still not scared, but damn, it's crazy. And they act so nonchalant about it, like they know what's best for everybody. They sit there and they stick their face in their assholes and smell their own farts. They love the smell of their farts. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. IBM too. Dolby Prophecy, yeah. Well, I just think we need the only conceivable thing that I think we can even do is just, stay calm, let more people wake up, you know, because you know once you do, you can't go back. Religious beliefs with vaccines, yeah, it's all about control. It's all about control. And if people do, then they will refuse it. You know, I'm not taking that shit. You know, it's not like something you can just give in. They're like, no, we're not gonna let this happen. No. Bill Gates isn't God. He doesn't get to decide for everybody. Well, yeah, and all the AI shit too. Yeah. Bill Gates knows what's best for me. Fuck you, Bill Gates. You don't know what's best for everybody. Take your fucking money and wipe your ass with it. Cause you're doing more damage than good. You're right, they're not dying. Yeah. Yeah, fucking rich ass nerd. Fuck out of here. Bill Gates. I know. And that's exactly what, you know, that's what they're saying. That they want, you know, they want us to beg for them to help us and save us, you know. Please, anything, yeah, we're so scared for our lives. A list. I haven't even get to look into that yet about Joe. I'm gonna have to listen to that in a little bit because I've been working on my video. But I hope it, like, usually it's just like fucking, you know, once a plug comes out and shit starts spilling. I'm really stoned. If I try to pull up a list right now, I'm gonna fuck it up probably. I'm still smoking though, but like my arms hurt too. Damn, it's Friday. I just worked all week with everybody fucking thinking the world's blowing up. Everybody out of work. She's out of work. It felt like it took forever to get by this week. Huh? Come on, man. Come on. God, it's gonna be fucking hard to do. Well, now Bobby's telling me to do it. I gotta type something. Come on. Shit. My keyboard, I can't read it. All the numbers are rubbed off. Is it Sedan fan? Sedan Facebook? On YouTube? See something about a zoo and a hippopotamus. I don't know, that's what I'm looking for. Talking about Paris. People wearing socks. And a cat in a tree. That's a cute kitty. I don't know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Oh god, I'm lost. See how that worked? For real. I attempted it, man. What's up, Chris? I do want to plant weed. Planet weed. I want planet weed. Yeah, fine. I shit, man. I just worked all week. Ain't nothing changed for me except the stores closed early. And there's less people in my town. Good. Get the fuck out of here. Can't stand traffic right now. Usually, you know, it's because it gets hot. It's hot, right? It was hot today. Man, I got home from work. It's like so fucking hot. Why is it so fucking what? You don't leave the back door open? You're not even gonna have the ceiling fan on? Are you fucking for real? It's like 70 something outside. I heard a wild lettuce. I heard it's pretty good. For real? I'm like, I get home and it's like, I can't, during that time, like taking your shoes off after a long day at work. And your socks especially. Fuck those socks. Man, let your feet breathe. Take your pants off. Put on something comfy. Oh, that's like my favorite part of the day. For real though. Well, then I smoke and then get fined for going out. Dude, I go to work. I could even go out now if I wanted to, but there's nowhere to go because everything's closed. Yeah, I've heard of that place in Myrtle Beach. Ed went there once years ago because he was dating a girl that was working there. Death by Tiger looked into it because she was wanting to like maybe try to work at a sanctuary. This like 2 years ago, and she's like, that place looks crazy. It's like a cult or something like that, you know. And yeah, I can see that now, seeing it here. Yeah, take it off. Morning. But yeah, I get my comfies, which means that they can't be sleeves and they can't be legs. Well, there's some legs, there's shorts. They're like, you know, basketball shorts. Like I never played basketball, you know, fuck that, but you know. Yeah. Then I smoke and that's my favorite part of the day. Then I'm like, oh, fuck it, whatever. What was I talking about that? I remember. Oh, dude. Well, it's the 28th now. But. Yeah. I did it hard. Whoa. Yeah. Don't worry, I do that too. There's roaches in here. Like, not. There's bugs in here. Those roaches. I just took a big ass hit with that already been smoked. It's too smoky in here. You open the door. Oh, fuck. Put that out for a minute. Let it clear out. I need like a fucking. Like a fan. Like a bathroom fan. Something to suck the air out of here. Put it at the doors of this house. Get her. Woo. I gotta wet my whistle. I'm alright. Exhaust fan, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. That might help. Or a couple more fans. Yeah, I feel like this thing barely works. It makes more noise than air. It's more noise than air. I feel like if I had like a fan, like one that, you know, flip out. All right, we're good. No, today would have been Judd's 40th birthday, my friend. I was like, damn. He's been dead longer than he was alive. That was 21 years ago. I don't know. I don't really watch it. I don't really watch anything. I'll subscribe though. It's just because I'm always busy, not because I'm like, you know, better than anybody or anything. Just because I'm always like working, or my kids screaming in my fucking ears because they don't know how to use inside voices. They're just like, Jesus Christ. And then I'm making videos, so I want to watch shit. If I try to watch something and they're still awake, it ain't happening. It's a good one. But thank you for the diamond, too, by the way. I can breathe. 10 bags of RFID chips. You're implanting them, but you got a spy here. Let's fuck around. I'm just gonna hold this right here. Yeah, actually I like the vibration, too. You got chicken pox, po box. Chicken pox, what a fucking name. Could have named something better. It's weird, I heard this at work today. I think my boss is stealing my damn playlist. Cause I'll be in there on my damn... I played this on my playlist. And he like stealing my shit. She wants it, yeah, she wants it. She's getting desperate, she needs it. I ain't gonna give it to her though. This is, you know, you're gonna pay me. Bobby will. You adopted in? That Tiger show is crazy. Like, I don't watch nothing because I don't have time. But she'll sit there and watch something. So it's cool because it keeps her attention. Unless she's like, come sit next to me or whatever. I'm like, well, what? I gotta sit here and like just stare at you while you watch TV or something? Because I'm always productive. I'll stand at the back door and I'll fucking work on videos with an earphone in. I can smoke a cigarette like hanging half out the back door, you know? No, I know, but I think he's creating my style. No, we're exactly, well, he's like 9 months older than me, so, yeah. So, like, you know, I'll hear shit here and there, and I'll look up, I'm like, damn, that motherfucker's crazy. Yeah. Or me and Jeb will be over there building Legos on the kitchen table. She wanted to go camping this weekend if they didn't lock it down. Like, they closed the state park at 8. She wanted to borrow a tent from her brother. Tiger Show, it's on Netflix. What is it? I don't know. Something my girlfriend was watching. But she wanted to go camping at the state park, which, you know, it sounds pretty cool, but with like everything crazy right now, I don't know. But she wanted to do it. Tiger King. Yeah. Yep. But you can't let the right hand know what the left hand's doing. It's deception. Yeah, somebody just said that. Somebody said that earlier about his island. All these motherfuckers got islands. They stole up all the islands. Stole up all the monies. See, wasn't Biden's son like getting money from China too? Could this be like something like that? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Yep. Grab your attention because they're not talking about other things now. You know? And the human attention span, well, I mean, it's like, huh? See? Yeah, yeah. I have seen biblical shit and Me So Horny. Yep. And Human League. Yeah. You got something going with her? You and Susan? You in the horse faces? I know her sister trying to grab all our DNA. She gotta come get it. I'll make her work for it, you know. If I'm going down, so she. I don't know where it just comes out. I don't know. Yes, I always want weed. What are you talking about? You get me some gold, get some gold teeth. I'll put it all. Yeah, I'll get some gold teeth. And I don't know. I don't know what else I would do. Why you keep saying that, Bobby? What's up? Ooh. Yes, all the CEOs. Yep. It's crazy. It's crazy to watch. It's got a lot more people interested too, though. I'll say that. But she's been interested in what's going on. She don't trust shit, you know. I mean, fuck it. I don't feel like being I was gonna say, you know, fuck it. I'll take the job. Give me one of the. I just want to pay, though. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to see. I don't even know what a CEO does. I think you just wear a suit and go sit in an office and I don't know. Have a drink or something. I don't know what they do. I have no clue. Something with papers or something. Everybody did. Who's allowed out where? Best plan to grow for ass what? Catnip. I'm just gonna go with catnip. I think. Do they have big leaves? Maybe basil. I could see basil. Yeah. Spinach. I think any of them work. Just don't do poison ivy. Is something flashing? Sign papers, steal money. Figs? Like a fig Newton? You can eat them too. I'm picturing like fig Newtons growing on trees. I'm like, where can I find a fig Newton tree? They're not too great, but they're all right, and they're better than nothing if you get the munchies, you know. It's like, fig Newtons. And you know. I guess fig Newtons. Fig Newtons it is. I think I got some Pop-Tarts in the fridge of ones my kids didn't like and took one bite out of. So they're just like in the fridge. I'm like, wow, I guess that's my snack now. Catnip, I don't know. Just don't let your cat smell your ass. Get ass scratch fever, you know. Your wife? Do you boil them in tea first or after? I guess first it'd be like a baby white. Oh, there you go. What about mint? You can grow mint. That's good to wipe with. Leaves it nice and tingly. Refreshing. It's like medicated baby powder. Powdered sugar, yeah. That's good. If you're like, you know, if you're gonna be sweating a lot, do that. Coffee filters. I'll still eat some fig Newtons. I don't know if I need a fig. I don't know what it is. Like, I can't picture a fig. I can picture a twig. A fig, though, doesn't even sound like it's a real thing to me. A fig Newton? I know what that is. Actually, I don't. I don't know what it is. It's not a cookie. Pot and tea? I'm gonna just smoke it. I smoked tea before. I don't think it did anything, though. I was only like 12, though, so. Smoked tea, I don't think I ever drank weed. I've eaten it, though. Fucks me up. Paper towels, yep. Coffee filters. Socks. Maxi pads. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh man, she's making me do shit tomorrow. I think she's making me go to the other state park to look for alligators or some shit. Like, fucking hey, man. It's been all hot all week. Been working. She's off. Going stir crazy in the house, so. I think I gotta do that tomorrow. Not really looking for alligators, but there are alligators in that park. Not like close enough or anything. Ow. I've never even had shroom tea. I've had shrooms and Doritos, or just chocolates, but not in tea. Oh yeah. It didn't even look as red from the ground, not until I went up with the drone. It was crazy. I'm still thinking of other ass wipers at the grocery store. It's an interesting subject. What could you wipe your ass up with if you ran out of toilet paper? I feel like paper products are the best, and you know how many. I wouldn't use notebook paper. You'd have to like crinkle it for a while. You know, didn't they do that in socks? I think I said socks, yeah. Soap and water. What, in your hand? Tea, add lemon? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if that would be good. Good volume. Okay, cool. No, we have alligators here. Two. Sleeves? Yes, that's good. That's a good way. Damn, if I saved all my sleeves, I would have so many sleeves right now throughout my whole fucking adult life and teenage life. I should have saved them all. We could have saved the whole world with my old sleeves for ass wiping material. Yep. Bidets, bunch of Bidens, bidens. Shower? It's way too much work. Newspaper? It'd be like, wait a minute. Does that make sense? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was thinking about, Silly Putty. You know, when you put it on newspaper and it makes an imprint of the newspaper on the Silly Putty. I'm picturing that, like, you know, if you use newspaper. This coffee filters are the damn, would be the best. That's why I was saying that too. That's what I said. I guess lettuce or cabbage. Cabbage. Muff cabbage. I mean, not that I remember too much. Well, unless you like a shower or something. I don't know. I feel weird talking about water squirting in my butt, so. Yeah, we don't have as many as Florida, but we do have some, especially in like the marsh areas. So not really around here, but more Rose Inlet, which is where she wants to go tomorrow. So it's warm though, warm water. Do you have a cold water bidet for when it's hot outside? The underwear and mask. What are they gonna wear for underwear? Did they wear it first? It's like when we were teenagers and we had our own apartment. We didn't have a washer and dryer, so if you need clean underwear, you just turned your underwear inside out. It's like a clean pair, two sides, you know. So is that what they do? They just turn it inside out, like dirty underwear on their faces. If you wear like some granny panties or something, you're good. You just wrap it around a few times. Fucking half naked people with underwears on their faces thinking they're gonna die. World's crazy. A mask out of a diaper. Fucking mask out of a dirty diaper. Well, I guess if you're inhaling like shit or piss, yeah. That would protect you from the virus, right? You need to get some baby wipes, man. And then after we did that, cause I was like 17, 18 when we lived together in this apartment. I would just shower with my underwear and I'd scrub them with my bar of soap, and then we'd like hang them to dry on the porch or whatever. I don't know. Somebody said something about a virus. If you say like a virus, I think about something else. There is a virus. He was just talking at the beginning of this stream. People like him, and all the other ones. That's a virus. Virus on humanity. Radish? I don't think that would wipe very good. He might do something else. It's like a butt plug or something. No, thank you. Beaches are closed, yeah. Nobody was there, really? In New York? Well, I know I go to a hospital every Monday, and it's pretty dead when I go, but it's not, I'll say it's not the biggest one around here. It's probably like the smallest hospital. Thank God. I go to an outpatient thing, but now that all the shit paranoia is going on, the doors are locked and I have to walk in through the ER. It get like screened there if I can get my temperature taken and shit. Oh, yeah, I feel like they were too. Or because it seems like that's hitting everywhere, because I even saw it I went in the gas station on the paper there about people just not staying home. But, well, fuck, I gotta go to work. So that's why I'm not staying home. Yeah. Are they? Is it like as soon as you type it? I've seen it happen before. But it doesn't always happen. It's weird. Really? Damn. Oh, I don't trust any of this shit. That's why I keep telling her. I'm like, you know, because she thinks it could be like created and stuff, but hello? What was that noise? That was a distinct noise. Yeah, going backwards in 1984. It does seem fishy, and I don't trust any of these motherfuckers, you know. Mass hysteria, I think that's where it's right for, you know, because, you know, in a way we make ourselves sick. Or we can, at least. So, if you got someone freaking out and thinking they got it, they'll probably get it. Or symptoms like it, which could be something else, and called it, possibly, you know. I don't know who's in on it. It definitely seems like it's being used for multiple agendas. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna pop out. Are you scared? You shouldn't be. You're on scare tactics. That's the name of the game, man. What's up? On scare tactics. I don't. It's been said there were people, but I don't know anybody. No. I don't think. I know. That's what they want. It's becoming obvious. Holy shit, man. Is time like fucking flying by? What's going on? Yeah. Hey. I've been going almost an hour and a half. Yeah. I thought it was like 45 minutes I've been going. No, all balls itch, Bobby. That's a fact. We know that. That was you know, that became law in the 80s. So ain't taking my money. Man, someone's gonna kick this guy in the dick if he has one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't realize I was going so long, and I'm really hungry and tired, and high. So I think it's a perfect part for departure, and I'm not making sense. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me.